I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work in a customer service type of job,
Yeah.
and people are relieved when they hear a human voice. Do you feel in the future that people will get tired of automatic voices saying do this, do that?
No, because the automatic voices will flex to their values. It won't be a repeat like a recording. It'd be a recording that understands. Like if you speak with hesitancy, and so you don't have to be insecure. In other words, it measures all those values. See, the trouble with the world today is we must photograph Elvis Presley 2 miles of film. On Einstein, maybe 500 feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you photographed Einstein getting up, sitting down, his value system, interviews, then in the future we can put that together. I'm sure you've heard you can't be two places at the same time. When Frank Sinatra sings, he's dead. He sings 4,000 places at the same time. In the future we'll generate what you call virtual image of Frank Sinatra, singing in your rooms, full, standing there. The only thing that matters is you'll be able to put your hand through it. After that comes teletactile television, where you can touch people, shake hands with them. Now that seems far-fetched. Well, let me tell you a little bit about it. I took sandpaper and ran it under my finger years ago. It's over 50 years ago. And I put needles into my fingertip. So from the fingertip to the brain, the sandpaper running there tells me something rough under my fingers. But it's from the tip to the brain. But when you stick that same finger in cold water, the signals change. If you play back into the finger the same signals, if you make a recording of them, you'll feel sandpaper on there, hot or cold water, or a balloon as against a solid surface. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it isn't mysterious. You have difficulty with it?
Yeah, how do you record that?
You can make a recording from the needle inward. In other words, you run that through an amplifier and while the sandpaper is being moved under there. When you stick your hand in cold water, you take the signal from the nerve endings to the brain, which penetrate the nerve, and they go into a recording amplifier. And you play that back like your tongue has hundreds of holes on it. And when you eat bacon and eggs, it falls into that hole in your tongue. And on the bottom of the hole is a nerve. The bacon and eggs titillate that nerve a certain way. From the nerve ending to the brain, that's bacon and eggs. So if you learn what the titillation is of this nerve, you can play anything, steak, any taste, into any food anybody eats. So it's just a matter of a few years with nanotechnology. The world will be a far different place. They won't even record us in our history books. We're so fucked up. Won't make the history book.
And that TED conference?
It's a terrible society. But being brought up in it, it seems, hey, this is the greatest country in the world.